In this quick video, we're going to take a look at using Keycloak to handle OAuth token exchange. And this can come in handy when you're building AI agents. And in this demo, we'll see how a user can log in and get the OAuth token. And that OAuth token may have various scopes and authorizations, things that they can access. But when we call into an agent, that agent may need to call other agents or tools, and we will maybe want to downscope the tokens that we send to some of the other agents. And to do that, we will call into Keycloak, do a token exchange, downscope our tokens, set the correct audience, and then send that off to the right agents. So I encourage you to take a look at the Keycloak documentation for token exchange. But in this demo, we're going to take a look at the latest version of Keycloak. You can see here we have our clients specified. In the flow will be the user web app, which we'll call the planner, and the planner will call the tax optimizer. And it's the user web app will log in initially to that, and then that will call the agent planner, and it's the agent planner that will do the token exchange. So we can see we have token exchange enabled here. So let's come over to the terminal, and we're going to test our token exchange. We're going to start by pointing to the right Keycloak URL. Like I said, we'll be logging into the user web app, which will then call Agent Planner and ultimately the target client. So let's start by getting a token. And the way we're going to do is log in to Keycloak and request the token. And we can see here with the decoded JOT that this token has an audience of Agent Planner, which makes sense because that's where we're going to call first. The scopes we have for financial read and tax process. Now let's go ahead and we're going to call the Agent Planner, or at least we'll simulate calling the Agent Planner. Now, Agent Planner will need to do the token exchange. For Agent Planner to do that, it will need its client secret, because we're going to be sending the original token, the subject's token, and the client ID and client secret, because it's Agent Planner that's doing this token exchange. So now the token exchange details will look like this. We're going to do a grant of token exchange. We are the agent planners, the requester, target audience, so that the JOT should have an audience of agent tax optimizer. In this first step, we're not going to request any scopes. And we can see we just did the token exchange, and here's the decoded token that we got in return. The audience is now set correctly to the tax optimizer. We haven't gotten any specific scopes, and it was the agent planner that initiated this token exchange. But one thing we'll also notice is that the subject has not changed. That is still our original test user. So now let's try by requesting the downscope, the tax process scope. So we'll see that in the request that we'll be doing here, and we'll send it. So it looks like it went up there pretty fast, didn't it? Now we see we have the new token exchanged, this time for the same audience, but this time with an additional scope, which would allow that that target agent in the chain to process tax information, but with lower authority and lower authorizations. So if you're interested in using token exchange, come take a look at the Keycloak docs. I've also on my blog have written about some of the different patterns around AI agent security, and in future blogs and videos I will talk in more depth about how Keycloak solves some of these challenges. But you can go take a look at that, and I'll link to that in the video. Thanks.